See the water, EJ?
So you're here to do a debt-free scream. How much have you paid off?
$234,000.
Wow.
In 50 months.
We're Jason and Stephanie Estrada. We're from El Segundo, California. And this is my gym that we're in, Estrada Fitness Club.
Little shout out there. And the website is?
EstradaFitness.com.
There we go. All right, there we go.
He opened a business. We got married. We had a child, our son, EJ, all while getting out of debt.
When we have goals to reach in our lives, we attack them together.
When we're obedient, God will bless us. So we keep that in our heart, in our mind, so that when we are tempted, we can go right back to what we know.
And that's why I do what I do, because when a client is just not believing in themselves, you see them do it, they look back and say, wow, I did it. And they become a professional at overcoming obstacles. And that's what we produce here at Estrada Fitness.
So 50 months ago, 4 years
Yes.
ago, basically.
50 months ago.
What happened that made you guys say, okay, we're changing everything?
And our parents, it's very private. I still, to this day, I don't know what their money situation was.
My mother and father both took out loans for school or what have you. We both had, not known each other. My father had given me The Total Money Makeover by Dave Ramsey. And he's like, I wish I would have did this long time ago. So I listened to the audiobook every day to work. Around that same time, Stephanie's mother had given her the book.
She knew I struggled with money, crying over not having enough money. But I read it in like a day because I just read things really fast. And it made sense, but I wasn't really following the plan yet.
Stephanie had all these purchases that she kind of was just like couldn't afford, or she was like on the edge of affording. And one of them was hiring me as her personal trainer before we were even together.
I'm a dental hygienist, and the dental office I work at is just right around the corner from the gym, and I was making, good money, and every dime was going out. I bought a BMW, I joined a high-end gym, and I met with a financial advisor, and she pretty much told me, no one's gonna marry you with this kind of debt. So I had to make some hard decisions, and my fun little BMW, it was coming up on renewal time, so I sold it. I was under, I had to give him like $2,000, but it really helped. It took almost $800, $2,000 off of my plate every month. And when I got rid of my car, I have my scooter, and it's awesome, actually. I love having no car.
At that point, we had already committed to one another, and we started just, going forward.
Before we got married, he's like, okay, we'll each save $500. And I looked at him like he was crazy. Like, you want me to do what? Like, where am I gonna get this $500?
And I said, I don't think if we can't save together, we shouldn't be getting married. And she's like,
pouting, whatever.
How am I gonna save $500? I said, you can do it.
We were listening to your show, and we heard people, giving their testimonies and their stories, and we were like, hey, you know what? This is like motivating.
It flipped a switch for us. And then she's like, wait, we can really pay for our wedding cash. We didn't take out any loans, and that was the beginning of our journey. We just felt like we were literally in a zone. You couldn't tell us nothing. At that point, like I tell my clients, it was go time.
But you kept with it.
Yeah, we kept with it, with just our faith in God, and we listened to you, and that's when we really decided to get Gazelle intense. We were listening to your show, and then next thing you know, we went from a few grand, and then we were setting goals. We were like, all right, this month we're gonna throw 13,000 at it this month, and we just had no idea how real the debt snowball was.
And then I got pregnant, and he was born in May 2015, so we said by the end of 2015, we're gonna have it paid off. And it didn't look possible, but it actually happened.
We attack them together. We work out together. We're on the same page as far as grocery shopping. Even we incorporate Elijah in a lot of our workouts together. We don't make any excuses to why we can't reach our goals from a physical standpoint, and I think that's really what allows us to transfer that over to the financial side. On our phones, in our cars, every road trip, every time we went to the grocery store, and even when we're at home, we were listening to Dave Ramsey. Elijah knew the phrase, you live like no one else, so one day you can live and give like no one else.
I can remember planning to fly to Nashville and do the debt-free scream.
She said, hey, I have a surprise for you. Do you know what it is? And I said, I don't know what it is. And so we get to the airport and I see on the big screen, Nashville. And I'm like, Dave Ramsey? And she's like, yeah.
You see my shirt?
What's it say? I can't see the bottom.
It says, Dave is my homeboy.
Oh, I love it.
We don't have an example, and most of our age group and friends, like, we are the example.
All of our friends have made fun of us, tried to test our toughness. When you can endure that, they'll then come to you and ask for help.
My name's Megan Lucan, and I'm from El Segundo, California. I met Jason and Stephanie straight out of college. I moved out to California to fulfill an internship based on my career, and I was riding in the car with Jason and Stephanie one day, and they were listening to Dave on the podcast, and together they started talking about their vision and where they wanted to see the direction of their life, and that aligned with my vision too. So I got into the program, and accountability is key. Jason and I are both personal trainers, and Stephanie takes fitness very seriously as well. And we find that when we coach our clients, they come to us to have an accountability partner. And that's what we've found with Dave, with the program, as well as with each other. We got to do our debt-free screams on the same day. God blessed me by putting me with Jason and Stephanie. I think my parents planted that seed, and Jason and Stephanie helped it grow.
Yeah.
It's been phenomenal.
Wow, you're awesome. I love it, Megan.
We want to continue that legacy with people who we're around, with people who we encounter. So my dad gave me the book and tells me how before he took out loans for school or whatever, what have you, and he's able to see how it's working in my life. And so for Christmas this year, I thought it'd be great to repay him and giving him the Chris Hogan Retire Inspired book. And he was like, thanks, this is the best gift that someone could give me. And I thought that was great.
Hey guys, thank you for making a trip all the way out here. We're honored. And beautiful baby. He's awesome. He's grinning and happy, and look at him. He's having, life is good. He's a ham.
When we went on the show, Elijah was 8 months, and now Elijah is 21 months, and Elijah will remember this forever.
Being able to change the family tree and make our son's life even better than ours and than our parents is the coolest thing ever. I want our son to have more deeper values other than material things. I want him to know how he got his stuff, not just it was given to him.
The aspect of working out, working hard, it all starts with a plan. You want to become financially fit, it starts with a plan. Debt free and loving it.
Free.